What's up, guys? Shouri here, and today we are doing some solo ranked play, and these are some of my most flawless games, just the ones that just went absolutely insane. Right there, I manual fired through the blind and killed the Judix anyways. Then when I got chased down by the Aletta, we ended up shooting him a bunch and then hitting him with a web to kill him. We go around, get the heal, and come back to try to help our Jabali. And we do web the Aletta. Go ahead, get him with a 4200 headshot, because at level 10 you end up hitting for 50% more on your fourth shot. Right there, we do hit that guy with our ult, but our whole team's being taken down, so I have to play this smart. I can't just go in, but what we can do is we can web the Diggy when he gets tricked into fighting us, and then this Aletta's scared from the last 8 encounters we've had, and he runs away and back to the cart, which he should. Good play by him, because I had him down to half, and I had a 4200 headshot waiting for him, but I web him anyways as he's dashing, and he just gets caught in his tracks. Nothing he can do there. Draza is actually one of the best solo players I play against in a lot of these games. In some of them, he's even on my team, and he does a great job. So don't think he's bad. It's just, you get wed by Skadi. It is what it is. I did counterpick Skadi because he loves to play Aletta and Shell. So I picked it for a reason, and it's because he was on the other team. Anyways, we do go ahead and see these guys going off to fight. I'm trying to do some long-range damage, but it's just not connecting for some reason. Either way, we do push in. We get the first one, and now we gotta help our Jabali. He doesn't make it, but we are able to go ahead and get our 8th streak on to Drazer. And now we are just trying to get him to stop the cart. We get a long-range headshot on that Judix, getting him. And now we get the guy on the cart to nothing. We go ahead, get that kill with another headshot. And then we're just trying to get Drazer off of us. We hit him with a long range dance, and then we get back into position on a 10 streak. And right here we do see the Diggy ult. We hit the web and it somehow misses, so we die. I mean, you can't win them all, right? But we do come back strong. We come right out of the gate and we miss a web. But either way, it doesn't matter. We just get over that. We're not all perfect, even in flawless games. But either way, we do our work, and we get him to half health, making him jump out as soon as our Jabali gets on the cart. And we punish him for it. We go ahead, get that kill. And then we see from the hunter's eye, the radar ball thingies, that they are coming around this way. And that's why I'm going to stay with my hunter friend and just make sure that we go ahead, double team everyone, and that's exactly what we do. We play as a team. Great job to Duck Half. He has a Twitch channel. I think it might be Spanish or Portuguese, either one. If you like that, go over to Twitch and see Duck Half. If I'm wrong, my bad. Either way, go over there, see what language it is. But then we are going to play another game, and we are playing on Ossas. And we are going to jump back because we realize both our teammates are dead. One of them is Drazer, and like I said, he likes to play either Shell or Aletta in most games. And then we have another teammate who is a Lob. And I'm out in the open and exposed here. Myron made a great video helping me figure that out. I was wondering why I was always getting in the worst positions, and he just kind of pointed out a few spots that can improve my game. I'll link that in the pinned comment below. After you watch the video, go give that one a watch. Right there, I accidentally threw the teleporter way far forward. I meant to throw it down on the ground, so the teleporter is actually pretty awful. But either way, we do push up, and we, instead of going for that Jabali, help our team out, knowing our teammates are going to be coming in, and then we just can't really get a good angle on him, but luckily the Lob's here. I'm going to wait for Draws, making sure he doesn't need backup, because he was fighting someone back there, and right here, we're going to hide behind this little post, because we know Draws is fighting people on the other side. So we got to keep ourselves safe, and that's exactly what was happening. They came out to go find Draws, and we do end up getting the kill, and right here, the guy's trying to wall peek, but I'm able to see him, and we do get him to nothing. And in order to force him out, we're going to throw a smoke up there, and he has no choice but to jump down, and we do a beautiful quick scope to get him out of the air. But either way, it works out, and right here, we're just trying to help get a little damage on the Jabali. We have a nice headshot, and right there, we throw our cone of smoke onto the only bit of cover that he had, so the Iris had to run out into my Lob and my Shell, and it kind of screwed him over pretty hard. Right here, we do have a really good angle, and this is probably where you should stand. That's what Myron suggested, and right here, I'm shooting under their names, thinking it's going to hit headshots, not realizing the whole time they were lobulas, so they were small, and so I just missed every shot. That was actually super frustrating, by the way. I didn't understand what was happening until they got dropped out of the sky, and then I saw they were Lopulus. I thought I was just missing somehow. It was awful. But either way, we do get a nice shot onto the shield, and smoke doesn't hurt you if they have the reflection up. So if you ever see a Jabali hit reflection, just go ahead, throw that smoke on them, and nothing can happen. It hurts them, but not you. And then we go ahead, kill all of his teammates, and then there's just a Jabali. We don't want him to be able to go on that heal, so we throw a cone of smoke over the heal so the Jabali can't go for it. Because of his low health, it ends up making it to where if he backs up, he dies, so we end up getting the win. But on the attack, Myron helped me so much with my Skadi play. Listen to what he has to say.
Alright, coming back. You're obviously doing damage now. That's a great ult on the Jabali. Right when Jabali ults, you use your ult basically to cancel it and do more, making him unable to do
stuff.
I really like that you took high ground here, but jumping out isn't necessary. It's good to always hold high ground.
And I completely agree with him, and I think he's right. So high ground definitely is going to give you more advantages because you can peek over the side of ledges, and you just have a better vantage point on everyone, and you can always back up to where they can't see you, and it's a lot harder for them to do the same. Right here, I miss like every shot in the world because I'm awful, but either way, we keep the high ground. Instead of doing what I did last time where I chased, I do what Myron said, and I stay on the high ground, and I just keep it. Instead of going to the cart to try to help my team on the cart, I help them from up here, and I end up doing a lot more help. Right here, we can't really find very many people, but when we do, we get some damage out, and then I'm going to try to keep the high ground over here, and a yaw just randomly appears. Didn't see that coming at all, but we do go ahead and get him down, and right here, we're going to keep the high ground, just like Myron said, and now we're at 4-0, and then our teammates are going to end in here. I'm going to go around to pinch, but it was all because I was based on that high ground, and it gives us our 5th kill to go 5-0 at Platinum 2 with our protection because we never lose. And then we go ahead, get our 5-0, 10-0, perfect game. But then we're going to move on to Clash, and remember guys, Myron makes tons of videos like that, and he can help you too, so make sure you go to the link in the comments pinned below after this video, and go check out his channel, and check out the video he helped me on. I know it might help you too. But for now, it is 2v3, and then we did get a kill, and then we're going to have to get out of there. Our teammate is going to end up falling. We do waste our ult a little bit, but we had the guy kind of low. He's not going to end up dying, and now I know it's a 1v2. I have to be super careful not to get caught out by his teammate, and then he goes ahead, gets a full heal, and right here, I'm just messing with him more than anything, trying to get my ult back up and not let them think they're in control. That's the biggest thing when it's a 1v3 situation, is you want the other team to think that, hey, I could die here, and then you have to still be careful, because if you overextend, there's just too many of them, especially in this situation, where it's basically a good hunter versus you, and then they also have a Jabali on them, which kind of sucks. But luckily, we were able to take him out, even though we had no health, get the full heal, and now it's just a 1v1 against the Jabali. You gotta play with respect, but you also need to play and not give up map control. That's the hardest thing. But with a Jabali, you just kind of have to stay away from him. Let him use his ult. Screw it. Doesn't matter. Just get away from him. And then just make sure that you're in a range that you can get your ult when it's ready. And what we did here was we dropped down to go ahead and make sure he can't drop down to get the full heal. He has to go for the small heal. And I know that this is closing in on him. We're going to blind him, kind of screw him over pretty hard. He chooses to stay up. And this is the replay system, so it kind of looks like I'm missing all my shots. But I promise they hit. And then we get the 3rd kill. Next, we are playing Control. I suggest you play Skadi and solo Control pretty much every time, because honestly, it kind of counters everything that really sucks to play against, especially if you're solo, and you can't really trust your teammates to be able to do anything about it at all. Like, ever. It's kind of annoying, but sometimes you get good teammates, so don't get me wrong for people I've played with in the past, but for, like, most sake, you kind of have to count on your teammates sucking. Either way, we're going to go down, and we are going to go ahead and get this guy with our ult to get him out of the corner, and then our teammates are able to take him down super easy. Dancing, the hardest target, is the best option, and Air is actually the best player in this lobby. Even if he's not the hardest character to take down, I would usually use it on something like the Christina, just because it's so hard to kill Christina. But either way, we have no health, so we're going to wall peek the heck out of this healer, and then we're going to come out and try to help our guys get the last one, and then we end up killing all 3 of them, even though we have no health. but we go ahead, get the big heal, and we come back to this spot. I love it. You have so many right angles that you can wall peek on, and then we end up throwing our dance, and it bounces off the fort shield. I forgot that happens. Whoops. But yeah, that's annoying. Either way, we do spawn, and we go ahead, hit a ton of headshots on that fort, and then we hit a headshot onto the healer, and then we dance him. He gets danced out into the middle, and then we get the kill. We're going to go ahead, make sure the turret's dead, and then we're going to cap that hill. Either way, we do help our teammate go ahead and kill the last guy, and then the only one left is the fort, and then we win the game. Flawlessly, I might add, even though I died that one time. But hey, it's not my fault, man. Who the hell knew that you could bounce things off the fort shield? I actually knew that, but like, still, who knew that? Either way, we did know that Drowser is a good Aletta, and he's gonna come up on us, so we're waiting for him on that left side already. And then we go ahead, kill this tank again, and then I just know he's coming. I realize my teammates are having trouble on the right side, so I figure I'll go help him. And then we get this insane flick right onto his head as he's dashing and jumping. And since we're next to a level 10 Jabali, it hit him for 9,500. Like, imagine if I have this Jabali and then I have the extra 10% that you get from Iris. Like, what is that, like 10k? That's hilarious. Either way, we're going to go ahead and get this guy pretty low. He does have the Aletta behind us, so we're going to go forward, and then he hits his ult. Like, that sucked, man. 0 Kelvin hitting his ult there was just the worst thing that could have happened for me. Either way, we do get it, and they push the card up quite a bit, but then we go ahead, get a couple nice picks. We get a really good quick scope onto the Ossas, and then we go ahead and kill the tank, and then we're just trying to keep Drowser at bay, and we do get him with a little bit of damage here, and then our teammates able to take out the rest. And now we're going to just watch for the rest of the team. We know that they have an Ossas on that left side, so we're going to get over here to set up and be able to take him out. But then the Aletta comes up behind us knowing we're over here, and then we have to make some pretty crazy shots. Right there, I have no idea how that wasn't in the head, but we have 300 health left, and we get a nice sweep snipe onto his head that counts. And then we are just basically trying to line things up. My teammates are fighting over on that left side, giving me the perfect cover to be able to just go ahead and help them out, sniping everyone to low, and all I got to do is worry about this Aletta on my right, and we're pretty good. Right here, we have a guy above me, so I'm just assuming that's the Ossas. And then we do have this Aletta on the cart, and I push up way too far. I hit him in the body once, getting him low, and then I just try to do whatever I can to help my team, knowing I'm probably not going to kill him, but if I can get him low, it's good enough. Right here, we do get this guy really low, and then he hits us with his ult and a snowball, which is like the worst thing ever. And then he gets us down to nothing, going for the heal, and oh my god, we just got so lucky, I'm not gonna lie. That was crazy. Either way, we are alive and good to go, and then we do just try to help them with Drowser. They don't really need it, they get him anyways, and then we are just driving these guys back, because remember, as long as they're back here, they can't be on the cart, and we'll win the round. And then we end up going out, and it's not the easiest thing in the world, but we push out on our Hunter, and I actually have good teammates. So I want to give that Jabali a ton of credit. He really, really did good. And we had comms the whole time. Like, normally I don't talk to anyone when I'm playing in ranked, but hey, they were talking, they seemed like cool guys, so I turned my mic on, and we actually had really good communication, and we worked together really well. It kind of worked out really nicely. And I was really glad that I picked Ossas, so we had a teleporter for my good teammates to be able to use, even if I didn't really get that much use out of it, because I didn't die too much. That doesn't matter, because the reason I didn't die is these guys were pretty good. And we are going to keep on pushing up, and that same guy is playing on the Jabali, doing a great job, and everybody just gets lifted up in the air. I make sure that we take out the shell so they don't have to worry about it, and then we push up, and I'm just going to try to make sure we know where people are coming from. Drowser ends up dying, and you might wonder, if I say Drowser's really good, which he is one of the better solo players, then why is he in a lot of my flawless videos? The reason is, I know he's on the other team when it starts. That's why they have this in professional ranked where you don't know who's on the other team. Because I'm not going to lie, I'm trying a lot harder when he's on the other team, and that's why I play flawlessly. Because normally I'm just listening to Netflix or watching YouTube. Like, I have the sound muted on the game, so not only am I not hearing comms, I'm not hearing footsteps. So these guys just get really unlucky when he's on their team because I'm going to be a tryhard. And that's kind of why that ends up happening. I'm not going to lie. That's actually super bad luck for everyone else on that team. But either way, we do go forward here, and we are going to be try-harding on Clash just because I honestly don't trust anything ever when it comes to Clash. I'm going to get all the kills. And it works perfectly. But you know what else works perfectly? Having Jordy make your thumbnails. He just does such a great job every single time, and he does it very quickly, even when I give him no notice because I'm an alpha client. But he is looking for new clients, so go in my description and find out what his Discord is, hit him up and message him, let him know what you want, and see if you can work out a deal. Hope you all have a great day. I'll see you later.